2 years back. It's really very strange. Two years back I was sitting there, and now I'm standing here and delivering a lecture. It's really very strange. But I want to thanks to the entire VIT team and family first of all. So first of all, I want to say about the phase you are going right now in VIT. Actually, the phases you might be second year or third year or fourth year. It doesn't matter when you start your preparation. The preparation must be focused on, because you're going for IAS exam. You should know what is IAS. Can you please bring that? IAS exam, the 3-letter word IAS. If the 3-letter word is added after your name, imagine your life has changed. It will totally change your life dimensions, everything. The 3-letter word IAS, not and IPS too also, but IAS is much more than IPS. So just before entering this exam, have a proper focus strategy ki what you want to do. Now I'll tell you, many of my friends also were my batchmates who wanted to do, but just because of some reasons they went for job actually, or MTech and all. But I think if you want to go for IAS or IPS or any other job of this kind, I don't think you need to have that post graduation and all those stuff. Because why? If you clear this exam at lower age, definitely you will be on the top rank on the post wise. Because if you see the profile of IAS secretary, you are going to become at the service profile of 34 years. So imagine if you start your job at some 27 to 28, you won't be able to go for secretary job. And I think in India the highest post is you might be knowing secretary and cabinet secretary. Okay, so first of all, don't think for post grad and all. No need to think. And yeah, if you want to go for job, there might be some financial reasons also. If you want to go for job, go for 1 year, but you should have one focused approach. I have to clear civils. Okay, I'll give you many examples from my friends and all. Those all who joined for job and all, they are now coming out of job and they're going for civils preparation, because their aim was civils. So I'm just telling you, agar aim is your civils, so just go for that. Don't think for job, don't think for your post grad and all. And one letter, this I'll tell you, 3-letter word will change your life. That's IAS. If this 3-letter word is added after your name, now what you are, you will be very different. Your state, your country, every high position authorities will contact you, will ask you to come and whatever it is, and it will change your life. So first of all, I want to start with the now you might be doing BTech and all. So it is very difficult to have a parallel. You want to focus on civils also and BTech also. It's very difficult because मैं भी यहाँ पढ़ा हूँ, तो it was very difficult for me to do parallel study. तो मैंने तो नहीं पढ़ा था. But then I will suggest you don't do that. You study. What I did in VIT, I wasted some of my years also. Simply just वो होता है यहाँ पे. I know that friendship and all those occurs. These things you will learn in VIT. It's very true. Whatever I am saying is saying from my personal experience, and people are repenting now. This is very true fact. One more thing I want to say. I have interacted with many of my friends. They are repenting now. They are saying that we have wasted 4 years in friendship. To be very honest, they said this statement. And now I think the time is very precious for you. So what you should do, first of all, you have your clear goal. What do you want to do actually? If you want to go for civils or IAS or any other post, whatever it is, just have a clear conscience and start your preparation. But now you are in VIT, you might have CAT and all, I know all that quizzes and all, it's very hectic, and assignments are another useless thing. It is the reality. Really, it is useless thing. I think it's worthless because people keep on writing, and it's really worthless actually. So, and CAT and all also you all know, and this thing and all, it's very useless. But still you have to do well, because you know why? In VIT, if you do well in your exams and whatever it is, it shows that you have a good writing skill, because you know the CAT paper, people keep on writing. You have to fill the pages. Yeah, it's the reality. Even I used to do. This will be reflected in your answer sheet of mains. I used to get very good marks in here in CAT and all, in semesters also. So I used to write a lot, and that got reflected in my answers. When UPSC, entire India awarded me the highest marks in written. And when you will see the marks, you will laugh here now. Because there's such worst marks, which is like on the bridge of failure marks. I'll tell you. First of all, this exam is divided into 3 stages, okay? First is prelims, second is mains, and third is interview. And one more thing, this is the toughest exam in India and second in the world. I think the first वो toughest कोई China में है. तो prelims में the question is of 400 marks, ठीक है? 200 marks is for general studies and 200 is for aptitude. And I bet all the engineering students, they do really well in this paper, 200 marks, ठीक है? But this portion of general studies, 200 marks, because general studies is entire universe. And I can bet, even I'll sit now and I'll start writing paper, I can't attempt more than 100 out of 200. It's very true fact. And a person who has studied very less will attempt 60, 70. So the difference is very less. So where does the difference comes? In this 200 marks of aptitude. So if you're good in your aptitude, your English comprehension, reasoning and all those things, definitely you are going to get a much upper edge. And for this year, the cutoff I'm going to say for prelims was 241. If you have scored 241 out of 400, then you have cleared your prelims exam. And you will be given chance to write now mains. And out of 3 lakh to 3.5 lakh, only 15,000 are allowed to write mains. So imagine the major chunk has been out. And this major chunk is mainly of non-serious students. As he said, 25,000 students are the serious aspirants and all. Yeah, it is, the 50,000 also. But the major competition now occurs in mains. Mains is the real part where your strength will be seen. And for mains, the marks allotted has been 1750. From here onward, this is for just qualifying. From mains, it is 1750 and interview is 275. So total is 2025. This is the total marks. Now you can imagine, यहाँ 50 marks का CAT देते हो 100 marks का, वहाँ पे तुम्हें exam देना 2025 marks का. Imagine. It thinks very big. Even when I joined, I was thinking, यार क्या यार. But then ऐसा नहीं. It's very easy actually. I'll tell you how. 1750 में, I'll tell you the cutoff for IS. Not IS. To qualify for interview, the cutoff was in 1750 564. Imagine. Now you might be thinking, यार ये तो कोई भी आ जाएगा. 564 तो बहुत easy है लाना. It is very tough. Very tough. It requires immense writing skill. Because many of my friends could not clear. They have got 520, 450 and all those marks. 564 is the cutoff. And final that cutoff is, after interview, the final cutoff is 775. It means if you have cleared, if you have got this marks, and in general class I'm saying, 775, you have qualified UPSC exam. And you will get some post. But for IS exam, for IS post, if you want to get, this time the last rank in IS I think is 115 and that person has got 838 marks. This is the last marks. It means imagine 775 is the final cutoff. Total the vacancy was 1100. 1100 vacancy hai. This is the final cutoff. And this is the last for IS. And last IS is around 115 rank. So imagine with this 63 marks difference, 838 and 775, 63 marks difference, 700 ranks are lying. Now you can imagine the importance of 1 marks. 63 marks difference में एक rank पे 20 लोग रहते हैं. Now you can imagine. तो but this is all ways to understand. ये important है कैसे इसमें marks आएगा. अब जो mains का जो paper है, that is divided into 5 parts. Okay. First is your essay. Second is your first paper GS1, GS2, GS3, GS4. All are of 250 marks. 250 marks का सारा है, ठीक है. और एक आता है optional. You have to choose your optional. उस पे मैं बाद में आऊँगा. That's for 500 marks. तो अब आ जाओ essay. Essay बाद में मैं discuss करता हूँ. पहले GS1, ठीक है. GS1 is basically history. History includes Indian history, world history, every history, and geography. So mainly is history plus geography in first paper. Now I was a BTech student, okay, or I used to hate history. Seriously, वो रटा वटा जाता नहीं. It's very tough to actually, because I can understand if you are arts background, then अब तुम CS branch पढ़े हो 4 साल BTech IT में and all those you have done electronics and you are coming and learning history. Now you can imagine your condition. But it is very easy. When I joined my coaching, I did a coaching actually. So जब मैंने coaching join किया and started history, it was so nice. Even as a BTech student, I started loving history, to be very honest. And imagine the marking is so less that I got only 78 marks out of 250. None of the students, I think, I haven't seen any marks more than 100 out of 250. Imagine, out of 250 you are scoring 78, rank 3 I'm telling marks. So you can imagine, if you study very well and write well, so you can easily get some 90, 80 marks. 30% तो आ जाए, वो भी नहीं आता पर. अब आ जाओ सेकंड वो पेपर GS2. द करेक्शन इज वेरी टफ. VIT में अगर if you give the correction 10%, then UPSC में correction is 500% tough. Imagine, VIT is very easy. The correction is very easy. Everyone scores 40 and all out of 50. I'm saying. Now GS2. GS2 is polity, sociology, and all those things. International relation and all. This paper is very easy in prelims. Polity will help you to crack down your prelims exam. All the questions, 20 questions come from this polity section mainly in prelims. And every student clears around out of 20, 18 questions. And correct also. It is a very good score in polity. But just opposite thing occurs in mains. Least marks has been awarded in this section in polity. Worst marks. Rank 1 has got 65, rank 2 63. This type of marks has been gone. Now you can imagine, people are filled with 35, 40 marks out of 250. I've got only 71 marks. It's very less, not 30% also. I think some 28% marks. So you can imagine, 71 out of 250. ये सोचने बहुत हंसी आ रहा होगा, but it is very, very tough to score that much also. Now comes GS3. GS3 is of your field, science and technology, economics, and ecology, environment, and all those things. Science and tech is not that what you study in BTech. It is different a bit. This paper is also very tough. Very few students have crossed 100. Very few. I got 103 marks only. Very few have crossed 100. But you can easily cross if you will do your BTech properly. If you'll study your BTech and you study, because science and tech will become very easy for you when you will study your for your mains. Now comes the GS4. GS4 has been the new paper that's called ethics. This paper was added by UPSC last year, and now it is a very compulsory paper of 250 marks. This paper was a game player actually. Many students have got, a majority of them have got less than 100. Few students have got, top rankers have got more than 100. Okay? So this paper is very, very much risky. If you write well, you will end up scoring very good marks, and if you get more than 100 or 110, समझ जाओ IAS में रैंक आ गया पक्का, और अगर नहीं आया तो फिर नहीं आया. तो I got 142 marks. I don't know how I got this much, मुझे खुद ही नहीं पता है, but 142 I got. I was really surprised how I got 142, but really it was a good score. तो ये 4 तुम्हारा GS का है पेपर, ठीक है. And now you can imagine the condition कि how hard marking is, how strict the marking is. Marking is very, very strict. यहाँ पे useless facts तुम लिखोगे मार्क्स मिल जाता है. सॉरी, मैंने कैमरा रिकॉर्ड हो रहा है, बोलना नहीं चाहिए VIT का. मतलब यहाँ पे मिल जाता है नंबर, फिर भी out of 10 to 20 you'll get 19, 18 and all. वो ज्यादा अच्छा भी मत लिखो तो भी मिल जाता है. बट वहां पे ये चीज नहीं है. वहां पे they want you some different answers. Now what answers they want, I'll tell you after that. अभी बाद में. अभी आता है essay. Essays of 250 marks. ठीक है. This is a very dicey section, essay. Majority of the students जो clear नहीं कर पाते हैं, those who can't clear just because of this paper, they end up scoring very bad marks, 60, 50, 40. Some एक साल तो some people got 5 out of 200, 10, 15 ऐसे नंबर मिलता है ऐसे में. वो ये ऐसे नहीं जो what you used to write in school, बहुत different marking होता है. तो essay is also very dicey, ठीक है. And essay में I got 130 marks. If you get 50% marks ना, it is much better. अब सोच लो, this is the marking of your GS and essay, which is compulsory for everyone, and it covers 1250 marks. Now comes your optional. Optional is very determining. Why? Optional में क्या होता है देखो, अब people mainly from science background जो जब जाते हैं कोचिंग जब करते हैं तो व्हाट दे थिंक कि क्या लें. अब जो इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स ब्रांच का होता है, दैट पर्सन थिंक कि इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स इज वेरी टफ. एक्चुअली इट इज वेरी टफ. दैट इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग, दैट सब्जेक्ट इज वेरी टफ. तो दैट पर्सन स्किप्स दैट सब्जेक्ट और वो क्या लेता है, सम सोशियोलॉजी एंड ऑल दिस सब्जेक्ट्स, वो और कोई आर्ट्स का कोई सब्जेक्ट वो ले लेता है. होता क्या है, यू हैव स्टडीड फॉर 4 years इन VIT, इलेक्ट्रॉनिक्स एंड ऑल दोज थिंग्स. तो वाई आर यू डेड, मैंने तुम हट क्यों रहे अपने पाथ से. अगर तुम 4 साल यहाँ पे पढ़े हो तो यू माइट हैव लर्नड समथिंग. इफ यू टेक योर सोशियोलॉजी, यू आर नॉट नोइंग अ सिंगल बिट ऑफ दैट, and then you will end up scoring very bad marks. तो होता क्या है, one of my friend of civil engineering, वो आया, वो प्रिपेयर किया, एंड ही वाज गुड एट सिविल इंजीनियरिंग, बट उसको इतना डर था कि मुझे कुछ नहीं आता है, मेरा बीटेक में अच्छा स्कोर नहीं था, दिस दैट, एंड ही टुक सोशियोलॉजी एंड ही रूइंड हिमसेल्फ. ही गॉट वेरी बैड मार्क्स. आउट ऑफ 500 ही गॉट 150 मार्क्स. तो ऑप्शनल इज वेरी वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट फैक्टर. ऑलवेज हैव टू थिंग्स जो कंसिडर तुम करना बिफोर डिसाइडिंग. फर्स्ट इज योर इंटरेस्ट. अगर साइंस सब्जेक्ट में इंटरेस्ट नहीं है, क्योंकि एक चीज भी श्योर है, साइंस का सिलेबस बहुत वास्ट है, बहुत वास्ट है. इफ यू चूज एनी इलेक्ट्रिकल इंजीनियरिंग एंड ऑल, द सिलेबस इज वेरी वास्ट. तो जस्ट थिंक वेयर योर इंटरेस्ट लाइज. अब ऐसे नहीं कि आप कुछ भी उठा लो, यार मुझे इंटरेस्ट आ रहा है, ऐसा नहीं. जस्ट रीड एंड जस्ट ट्राई टू थिंक दैट ये पढ़ने में मजा आएगा या नहीं आएगा. फर्स्ट इज इंटरेस्ट. Second thing is read last के 5 years के questions which came in UPSC and there how would you tackle them and all those things. अगर ये दो चीज पढ़ते हो, then select your optional. You will be at upper edge, because I'll tell you, optional this year was very deciding factor. All the top rankers of top 10 and all, they have got very good marks in optional, very good marks, and the person who have not been selected have got very bad marks in optional. In 500 actually. Highest, the rank one, Gaurav has got I think 292 marks out of 500 in economics optional. Economics optional is really good. He has also done engineering and then IM, he was the product of IM. He got 292 marks in economics and that's really good score. In fact, I got 272 marks in zoology optional because I did my BTech in biotech. Biotech and zoology has much overlapping part with there is some overlapping part is there. So I did that, I got 272, and I think one person got in law 260, medical science and all these subjects. Now if you come to art subject, which majority of them take, like geography, badly matlab they have been hurted. They are I think 210, 215 like this type of score have gone. Highest I'm saying of rank 7 and rank 12 and all, 210 and all, imagine. So 210 and 292, what is the difference? Imagine. तो वहीं पे आ गया इतना difference. तो just think before deciding. So when I interacted with some of the good rankers of like, अब तो friends हो गए, तो जब when I interacted then that person said कि that optional was very easy for me, क्योंकि वो बंदा IIM से पढ़ाया, तो economics में पढ़ाया जाता है management में. It was very easy for him. तो I chose that. तो आंसर यही है, that person studied that. अब एकदम तुम हिस्ट्री मतलब तुम कुछ पढ़े ही नहीं हो और तुम एकदम स्क्रैच से शुरू कर रहे हो, इट बिकम्स वेरी टफ, क्योंकि इन दिस एग्जाम द कंपटीशन इज वेरी टफ. यू विल रियलाइज इंटायर इंडिया का एलाइट क्लास इज गोइंग टू सिट फॉर दिस एग्जाम एंड द एज लाइज फ्रॉम 21 to 32 for general class. Imagine the age group and whole lot of competition is there. So things you have to decide before taking any optional is your interest factor. अब मैं बताता हूँ, अब ये सब कुछ मैटर नहीं वो करता है कि तुम अभी 24 के हो, 23 के हो या 29 के हो, कुछ मैटर नहीं करता. Everyone is equal. Everyone is equal. I'll tell you from my experience. A person who has cleared now and has got rank 1, 2, 3 and whatever, and the person who has not cleared, I'll tell you they are same on knowledge basis. कोई difference नहीं है. Difference कहाँ आता है? I'll tell you, answer writing में. It means the only thing which can help you to succeed is your answer writing. If your answer writing is good, no one can stop your selection. If your answer writing is bad, you can never succeed. This is for sure. I have seen many students from 4 years they are sitting and they have made their room as library बना इतने सारे बुक्स एंड दे हैव अ थिंकिंग कि ये पढ़ लो, वो पढ़ लो, ये पढ़ लो, एंड स्टिल दे आर पढ़ ही रहे हैं, सिलेक्शन नहीं हो रहा है. इट मीन्स सिलेक्शन क्यों नहीं हो रहा है? जस्ट बिकॉज दे आर नॉट कंसंट्रेटिंग ऑन आंसर राइटिंग. नो, व्हाट इज दिस आंसर राइटिंग? सर डस्टर. तो आंसर राइटिंग क्या होता है? सबसे पहले प्रीलिम्स में निकालना बहुत इजी है. इफ यू हैव गुड एप्टीट्यूड, गुड मैथ्स इज नॉट गुड एप्टीट्यूड, गुड इंग्लिश, गुड रीजनिंग, यू कैन बी इजीली सिलेक्टेड. क्योंकि मैं चैलेंज के साथ मैं कह सकता हूं कि जीएस में अ पर्सन हु इज प्रिपेयरिंग फ्रॉम 4 years एंड इफ यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग फॉर 4 months, it is almost equal. I can bet. I was preparing for 5 months and I gave my prelims exam. And the person I saw 4 years and they couldn't clear. So I'm telling you, this doesn't matter. Knowledge wise at all कुछ difference नहीं है. चाहे वो तुम अभी VIT में पढ़ रहे हो, चाहे कहीं पढ़ रहे हो, कोई difference नहीं आता. मैं VIT में बता सकता हूँ, you can really do well. अगर ये तुम्हारा last year है, 4th year है, तो start from now, क्योंकि अगले साल जब का एग्जाम you will give 24 अगस्त का जो भी एग्जाम है अगले साल, तो you will give, तो वो easily you can crack. But इसमें 3 चीज बस याद रखना VIT में कि अभी बताता हूँ. सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है न्यूज़पेपर. इस एग्जाम में न्यूज़पेपर, अब ये सबसे बोरिंग पार्ट भी है. अभी भी इन न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ना इन लाइफ में सबसे बोरिंग काम लगता है. बट यू हैव टू डू फॉर 1 year. फॉर 1 year पढ़ लो, उसका छोड़ दो. ठीक है. उसके बाद when you are, I haven't read newspaper since I think from June July, from not June also from last December I haven't read after my mains exam. You don't need actually. मत पढ़ो यार, बहुत बोरिंग लगता है. एक्चुअली लाइफ बहुत छोटा है, एंजॉय करो, बट लेकिन 1 साल पढ़ो. 1 साल भी नहीं, 10 महीने पढ़ दो. 10 महीने पढ़ लो. स्टडी फॉर 10 months hard and just focus and give your best. I can bet no one can stop your selection and you will be under top 5. बट अब देखो क्या इंपॉर्टेंट है उसके लिए. सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट चीज है हिंदू न्यूज़पेपर आता, not Times of India and all. Hindu is the best newspaper for clearing this exam IAS. Why I'll tell you. Hindu में every topic has been analyzed properly. क्योंकि अब जो क्वेश्चन पैटर्न पूछ रहा है, जब लेट 90s में या स्टार्टिंग 2000s में क्वेश्चन वे वेरी फैक्चुअल कि व्हाट इज दिस, व्हाट इज दैट एंड ऑल. अब वैसा एक भी वैसा क्वेश्चन नहीं आ रहा. एवरी क्वेश्चन इज एप्लीकेशन बेस्ड, एवरी क्वेश्चन. तो जब एप्लीकेशन बेस्ड है तो यू नीड टू हैव सम एनालिटिकल एबिलिटी, हाउ टू एनालाइज एंड ऑल. इन दैट वे दिस हिंदू न्यूज़पेपर विल रियली हेल्प यू. ठीक है. तो हिंदू का जो सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट होता है जो एडिटोरियल सेक्शन होता है, दैट यू ट्राई टू स्टडी वेरी इफेक्टिवली एंड डोंट स्टडी एंड लीव. इफ यू स्टडी एंड लीव तो कोई फायदा नहीं. ये मैं लिख के दे रहा हूं. व्हाट यू डू, स्टडी एंड राइट नोट्स आउट ऑफ इट. एक घंटा निकालो, बस 2 घंटा. अगर आईएएस बनना चाह रहे हो कि लाल बत्ती मिले, उतना पैसा, दिस दैट एंड ऑल, तो ट्राई फॉर दैट. इतना तो मेहनत करना चाहिए मेरे हिसाब से 10 महीने का. ठीक है. तो इंपॉर्टेंट है एडिटोरियल सेक्शन एंड ऑलवेज रिमेंबर मेक नोट्स आउट ऑफ इट. आई एम टेलिंग यू, आई हैव मेट मेनी ऑफ माई फ्रेंड्स हु आर वेरी लेजी. ये होता है, ये ट्रू है, बात है. एवरीवन इज वेरी लेजी. तो वो क्या कहते हैं, चलो यार वो क्लिपिंग काट लेंगे उसके, दिस दैट एंड डू एंड ऑल, वो सब डस्टबिन में ही जाता है. पीपल नेवर स्टडी. क्योंकि अब 1 साल का तुम पेपर क्लिपिंग तो पढ़ नहीं सकते हो फॉर श्योर. तो फॉर दिंग यू हैव टू मेक नोट्स एंड इन योर ओन वर्ड्स एंड दिस विल टेक आई थिंक 1 hour to 1.5 hours. बस डू दिस, स्टडी लेस, यू विल बी इन top 5. ये अगर करते हो तो. सेकेंड चीज अब आता है आंसर राइटिंग. नाउ व्हाट इज आंसर राइटिंग एक्चुअली? आंसर राइटिंग में यू हैव टू फोकस ऑन लाइक सी, यहाँ पे जो आंसर्स वी राइट इन VIT, वैसा ही आंसर्स वहां लिखना है. आई डोंट नो हाउ यू राइट, मतलब वैसा ही आंसर्स, मतलब कैसा, आई विल टेल यू. क्या? You will definitely pass. I bet. What I used to write here, I have written there and I have got very good marks. So I'll tell you how. I'm telling you, VIT में अगर तुम्हें अच्छे मार्क्स आ रहे हैं ना, तो समझ जाओ वहां भी अगर उतना मेहनत करते हो, top 5 में कोई रोक नहीं सकता है. मैं सीरियसली बता रहा हूँ. This is for sure. But then follow some strategies I'm telling. First is in answer writing. Questions they are asking very application based and they'll give one word, elaborate, elucidate, analyze and all these words will be added. A statement will be given. ठीक है. अब statement के बाद क्या है, the word matters. और वहां पे पता है they are not, वहां पे वो बहुत current का रहेगा. तो you have to frame your answer. अब वहां पे तुमको वो beautiful words और quotations नहीं देना, उस पर कोई marks नहीं. वो तुमको feel होगा कि you have written very well answer, this that, वो कुछ effect नहीं करता है. What is they are asking, you have to write that. And question is very comprehensive. If you want, you can go through